that's the name of the game. Keep running, keep striving, maintain the same hunger, that fire, that burning desire. In this long run, I'm reaching higher now. Long run, yeah, long game. Through the struggle, through the pain, I keep my eyes on the prize. Never lose sight in this marathon of life. I'm running through the night.
Hey, I'm back. Hey, it's your boy, it's Piano Man. I'm here in full effect. Oh, yes, I am. What's up, Spencer? Roll Tide, roll, brother. What's up, Spencer? Kimberly, my sissy, roll tide. Keith, roll tide. Hey, Bobby Sprinkle, good job, Bobby, today, man. I enjoyed you. I enjoyed you today, my man, Bobby Sprinkle. Great job on today. Even though you said you hadn't done it in a while, you hadn't been on in a while, I could not tell, my man. Great job. Nice meeting you and your family and everything. Roll Tide to you. Keith Holcomb, Stephen Hicks. What the business is, man. Roll Tide. How are the voices doing, Stephen? What's up, DSGB84? What's up with you? My brother representing them dogs. Sick 'em. You and Big Dog got to have it. Going at it this week. This y'all week. This the Tennessee, Georgia week. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Roll Tide. But what's up with you, Stephen Higgs? There's all y'all out there. Let me see who else I didn't talk to. Who else I didn't speak to? I saw Spencer. I saw Bobby. I spoke to him. I spoke to them. I've just about spoken to everybody. Okay, almost. Okay, now let's go back down the hatch here. What's up, Jeff? What's up? Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Well, y'all, let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all, let me tell you something. This win, just sitting back listening to Bobby on his show. I listened to a little bit of the Miller's Edge. I kind of miss Gary Harris this morning, some of those others earlier because we were on, and then I had some business I had to go run and take care of, so I missed their shows. But listening to the Miller's Edge, listening to Ryan Fowler, who's on right now on the Tide 100.9, listening to him and everything, there is a new excitement that has come. There's a new excitement. Some things are beginning to make sense now. Now, it's time for us to really let go. And I'm gonna say this now. I'm gonna say this. Let me put something to drink down there. I'm gonna say this now. It's actually time to let the Florida State loss go. Okay, we're 1-1, and I got that. But in SEC play, we are 0-0. Okay. Now, the thing about that is this right here. Beginning Saturday, for some teams, somebody's going to be 1-0 in conference play, and somebody's going to be 0-1. Just that simple. So, in other words, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. It's just that simple. Okay. Thank you. I'm done with it too, because I'm about to show you something. As my friend Miss Jessica McDowell say, I'm about to bless you right here. Okay. Tennessee, Georgia plays Saturday. Where's my Bible? Where's my Bible? Here's my Bible. Y'all listen, when you're doing podcasting, what's up, Brock? What's up, Brock? Roll Tide, brother. See, when you're doing podcasting, always keep your Bible handy. Keep your Bible. And what I mean by that, if you're doing sports broadcasting, I'm doing Alabama. What that means is I keep everything Alabama on me as much as I can. Media guide, A-Day, because it has different schedules in it. I have other different Bama periodicals and paraphernalia down here that I can get info from. So when I say, let me get my Bible, anything Bama when I'm doing. So here we go. But let Piano Man bless you right quick. All right, here we go. What's up, Bama Nick? It's Bama Nick, y'all. Oh boy, it's Bama Nick. I can't wait. I can't wait. When I get my late night going, a little late night going, I'm going to have Bama Nick in charge of that. So hey, Gwen, roll tide. I'm going to have Bama Nick in charge of that and see, cause it's going to be unhinged, unfiltered, and all that kind of stuff, and you can have your say. I just want you to keep it respectful because we ain't gonna be calling nobody out their name and stuff like that. That ain't what that's all about. What that's about, but we're gonna let you get some things off your chest. I almost let you do it now, but anyway, when we do the late night stuff, it kind of goes sideways sometimes. We be talking about some other stuff, but here we go. But good to see you, Bama Nick, you and Bama Kathy. Good to see y'all. Roll Tide. But like Saturday, check this out, y'all. Now, now I'm just looking at SEC play. All right, SEC play. Here we go. LSU plays Florida. Somebody's gonna win. Somebody's gonna lose. All right. Auburn's playing South Alabama. Arkansas plays Ole Miss. Like I said, Florida's playing LSU. South Carolina plays Vanderbilt. We know Georgia's playing Tennessee. So there's your start of SEC play. There's your start of SEC play. You see what I'm saying? Yes, we play Wisconsin. No, it's not an SEC game, but it's going to give us a push, a momentum. This is a momentum builder for when we do start SEC play. And when we start SEC play, we all know our first game out the gate is who? Them dogs out of Georgia. Now, we know that when we play Georgia, from that point on, is straight SEC until we play Eastern Michigan. This is Eastern Michigan. No, Eastern Illinois. My bad. I'm looking at the wrong one. Eastern Illinois. Until we play Eastern Illinois. Then after Eastern Illinois, it's Auburn. But I'm just telling you, SEC play starts Saturday for some of the other SEC schools. And so we've got to begin to get excited. I'm excited, man, about what is actually happening for our team. I'm excited about what is happening with our team. I'm excited about what's about to go on in the SEC. And now is not the time for us to be so negatively critical because and I'm like Latoya, and Latoya's been saying it for the last few days. It's about to be something special. Sit back and enjoy this ride. Enjoy it. I'm serious. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. This is about to be crucial. I'm telling you now, this is about to be crucial. Truthful Jones, me too. Me too, Truthful. That's the game. I did not go to the game Saturday night. And in a kind of sort of way, I'm glad that I didn't. But I'm sort of gonna dig going to the Eastern Illinois game. It will be a day game. Now it won't be an 11 o'clock game, but it will be more like toward a 1 o'clock. I think it's going to be a 1 o'clock game. And so I think by that time, everything will be just about settled then. Win, lose, or draw. Everything will be just about settled. Okay? So I'm excited, y'all, about what's going on with the Alabama Crimson Tide. But now I'm with you, Stephen. I prefer winning. And I think that's what's going to happen. I believe that's what's going to happen. But listening to Ryan Fowler just now, and listening to some of his calls and things like that, people are now, the majority were very, very positive. There were some that was, on the negative side, and you're going to always have that, and we're not going to focus on that. But for the most part, people were very, very encouraged. Hey, Tammy Sprinkle, how are you? Roll Tide. Roll Tide. This is Bobby's wife, I think. Bobby Sprinkle's wife, I think. I think that's how that's the thing. Yeah, I think that's how that goes. Yeah. And I enjoyed myself with Bobby and Tammy, and I think I met Amber. It was an Amber that's on there, but that was her. She had another name going on there and all that good stuff. Listen, there are some great people, y'all, that loves the Alabama Crimson Tide. Thank you, Bobby. That's his wife, y'all. So don't nobody say nothing crazy. Don't nobody say nothing crazy. Bobby is taken. Okay? Bobby is taken. That's right. Bobby, see, I'm taking up for you, bro. Bobby is married. Golly. But I'm telling you, so Tam, but Tam, it's good to meet you, sister. It's good to meet you. Good to meet you, dear. But I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited about what's happening. So let me read you a couple of things. What's being said right about now. There's a lot of different he's my, I hear you, sir. Stand by your man. I'm just picking Tammy Sprinkle and Tammy Wynette. I got you. See, they don't call me Piano Man for nothing. I'm a music guru. I love it. Roll Tide. Yeah, thank you, Bama Ball 9. That's it, y'all. Consistency is the word of the week. Consistency. And can I tell you something? And that's what even Coach DeBoer was saying in one of his press conferences, I think today, was talking about consistency. And this is something that they want to, they're putting in their players to sustain the energy all times. Consistency on and off the field, on the sidelines, everywhere. Sustain the energy. Okay, consistency. Just keep it going. Just keep it going. And everything. So yeah, Bama's not bipolar. Just got to keep it going, and let's keep it moving. But this is something that Ryan Grubb saw the Alabama offense take the biggest step. I'm going to read what he said here to you right quick. Right quick, it says against Florida State, the Crimson Tide offense sputtered after the opening drive of the game. However, against ULM, Alabama did not punt as the Tide rolled to a 7-3 victory over the Warhawks. I know it was ULM, but Alabama prepared the way they should have during the week, and it showed on Saturday as the Tide looked dominant on the way to a shutout victory. Offensively, Alabama did not punt in the win, scoring on every drive the Crimson Tide had on Saturday night. Alabama offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb was asked about where he saw the biggest improvement from the offense from week 1 to week 2. Well, this is Grubb speaking. Well, I thought the biggest step forward was honestly the week in practice they had. I know that's probably not the sexiest thing to say, but they did, Grubb said. They had a good week of practice, and I thought that it really showed. I literally showed them on Sunday that I got all the information from our strength staff, physical output. They wear those catapults. And I just showed them they practice harder. It showed. I thought that, wait a minute. Can I enlarge that? Okay. I thought that was something that was kind of cool to be able to show them. Back it up with science. But then you watch the game tape and they played inspired. So I hope they keep that up. Consistency, sustaining, keep it going, sustaining. And that's why we were talking about consistency. We just got to keep things up. And we as the fans, those that attend the games, let's be behind these guys. Be behind them. Help them. Keep that up. Because let me tell you something. They feel that energy. They do. What? Sugar up in there? Sugar Bell in there? What's up? Roll Tide. Forgive me for my manners. For my ill manner. I didn't see you. I'm talking about the Tide right here. All right, Truthful John, look at you. All right, I'm going to finish reading this, but I got to show this. I'm taking 5 people to the game, including my granddaughter, making her a 3rd-generation Tide fan. That's right. Raise them right. Raise them right. I got my granddaughters around here hollering Roll Tide. I don't know what they mamas and daddies talking about. But see, if they won't pop all the, they're going to do what I say do. That's right. That's right. For me and my grandchildren, we're going to say Roll Tide. That's what I'm talking about. So I hope they keep that up. Ty Simpson's day was better as well, completing all 17 pass attempts he had for 226 yards and 4 total touchdowns, 3 passing, 1 rushing. Grubb said he saw Simpson's decision-making improve the most throughout the week. Decision-making. I thought he was extremely decisive. I like that. Decisive. Not hesitant, decisive. Not hesitant, y'all. Decisive. Sometimes that's what gets a quarterback in trouble, is being hesitant. Don't be hesitant. Be decisive, be sure, be confident about everything you do. It's just like life. You got to be decisive. Can't be hesitant. Can't be pussyfooting around. You got to come with the come on. Okay? So here we go. So he said decisive. He said Ty Simpson, the decision making. I thought he was extremely decisive. Okay, here we go. I thought he was just extremely decisive. He was very dialed on his reads. Love to hear that. He didn't pass up open players. I thought he played great. I thought he was really into the game plan all week, and I was really hopeful that he was going to play very, very well. He said Ty Simpson also asked to be coached harder, which Ryan Grubb said he didn't do a good job of preparing him for the first game. That's not surprising. That's something that Ty certainly shared with me as well. That was something I told him after the first game was, I told you everybody on the team's got to look inward. What can we own? What we can own. I thought maybe I wasn't hard enough on Ty. I didn't harden him enough for the moment in the first week. And I told him I wouldn't make that mistake again. Alabama takes on Wisconsin, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, Saturday, September 13th. These are things coming out of camp today. This is coming from Tide 100.9 Newsroom. Wyatt Fulton was there for that interview or that presser. So I'm telling you, it's just some great things. Just some great things going on. I think we're going to be okay. A couple of other things. Let me say something else. Yeah. This is something else I wanted to read because, come on now. Y'all, I think I'm going to have to end up getting me another. Now, I hadn't been too long. I hadn't been too long. Got this phone. Well, yes, I have. Let's try this again. I wanted to read another article from Ryan Grubb. I wanted to read another article. And if the governor was here, let's see, here we go. Here we go. I was going to say, Governor JB718, I think you're going to like this. Here we go. The article reads as such. I'm gonna spend some time reading articles, and we're gonna I want to get your feelings about what I'm reading and everything. But check this out, Stephen Hicks. Check this out, Tide Nation. Listen to me. The open competition at right tackle for the Crimson Tide. Listen to me. Open competition. I wish JB's the governor was here to hear this. He's been screaming this for a year now. For a year. He's been screaming this right here. Here we go. Alabama freshman Michael Carroll found himself on the field with the starting offensive line on Saturday night, in addition to rotating in with the second unit throughout much of the second half. The Crimson Tide planned to rotate players at a couple of positions. Watch this, don't miss this, including quarterback, right tackle, tight end, and a couple of spots along the D-line. Carroll held his own in place of redshirt sophomore Wilcom Formby, who has struggled at times during his Alabama playing career. Formby started 2 games at right tackle for the Crimson Tide last season, and 2 so far for Alabama in 2025. But Carroll, who took double-digit snaps on the night, felt notable or looked notable replacing Formby. Offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb was asked on Monday about Carroll's play if there was a competition at right tackle. And I quote, 100%, I see it as a competition. Competition. There's still a competition. Now, let me stop right there. This is not to start any type of riff. This is not to start any type of anything. We're always talking about the standard, right? And we're always talking about what Nick Saban did, right? Nick Saban did this. Finally, somebody is catching on. What's up, Stacey? Go Dogs. What's up, Jones? Roll Tide. Go Dogs. And Vols ain't beating Georgia. Well, that remains to be said. Did you say quarterback? Let me read it again. Let me start again. He planned to rotate players at the Alabama Crimson Tide, planned to rotate players at a couple of positions, including quarterback, right tackle, tight end, and a couple of spots along the defensive line. Carroll held his own in place of redshirt sophomore Wilcom Formby, who has struggled at times during his Alabama playing career. Formby started 2 games at right tackle for the Crimson Tide last season, and 2 so far for Alabama in 2025. But Carroll, who took double-digit snaps, I'm reading it again, on the night, looked notable replacing Formby. Offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb was asked on Monday about Carroll's play and if there was a competition at right tackle. 100%. I see it as a competition, he said. All these guys are competing for spots. This is coming. You got that right, Stacey. I'm gonna be watching it. This is coming from the offensive coordinator. He said, all these guys are competing for spots. So I thought Michael did a great job. I think there are some things he certainly needs to clean up. But the thing I like about Michael is he does compete. And what you saw on the field in the game is how Mike practices. So he is a super competitive, physical kid that I thought that I thought they're doing a really nice job for his first time. Grubb was also asked about the play of Jaden Roberts, who played in his first action for 2025 last Saturday against ULM. Jaden played well, Grubb said. He had about 4 blocks that I thought were good finisher blocks that you expect out of a guy like J-Rob. I think he's still working himself into game shape. He was out for a decent amount of time, but getting back to where he can play a full football game. He's still kind of getting through all that, but he did a great job. Listen, y'all. Listen to me. Listen to Piano Man. Now you're getting some story. Now you're getting some info. We played 2 games, and you still have competition going on. And can I tell you something? I love it. I love it. I wish the governor was here so he could put that in the chat, because it's going to make him and I need the governor and I need the GM. Why is that music to my ears? It's because the competition will make everybody hungry. It'll make you want to play. It'll make you want to play. I'm just saying. It'll make you want to play. Yeah. Now the competition. I love it that there is nothing set in stone. Nothing set in stone. Oh, I'm going to read more articles to you. Yeah, it builds massive depth. And I'm going to give you something else to look at. There are some days, sometimes there'll be a game that someone that doesn't start may fit that scheme better that Saturday than the starter. If that makes any sense. So just because they start, that don't mean that it might be a good matchup against your opponent. Just like Saturday, there might be someone on the bench who doesn't start that would fit what Alabama is really trying to do. It might be a little bitty something that they do that the starter doesn't do. They'll put that person in just to make the whole thing go, just to make it go right. You're trying to win a game. You're not trying to get you're not trying to win a popularity contest. That's not what you're trying to do. You're trying to win the game. And sometimes you might have to play somebody, or you might have to just switch some positions around or switch their starting time around and let them do something else just to make it go. It may not be coming out right, but I know what I'm trying to say. I'm telling you, it builds depth in any game that you're playing. Because I've been saying all spring, all summer, no two teams gonna approach Alabama the same. And whoever's playing in those positions, they're not going to approach whoever it is that they are opposing across from them the same. I'm serious. I'm just being honest with you. So why not keep the competition going? Stacy, be safe. Have fun. Thank you for coming. But I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you now, I love the fact that there is open competition going into the third ball game. It's going to help increase your depth. I love it. I love it. I love that he said that. I love that he said that Jaden Roberts is having to work himself into game shape. That's good news to my ear. Not just throwing him out there and expecting him to get it. No, you got to earn your way into this player. That's what he's saying. And look, and Jaden is one of my favorite players. The Hulk. But the Hulk has to follow the rules. Got to go by. That's the standard. You're going by the standard. Yes, Yale Jones. I'm telling you, physicality, and that's where this competition comes in. Jackson Lloyd, I bleed crimson. Jackson Lloyd so far. I'm going to get an updated one. I'm going to get an updated one tomorrow, but right now I think it's Jackson Lloyd. And see, you're going to need that competition. You're going to need that competition. Yeah, who was that? Truthful? Put that in the chat. The opposing team has watched the film on the starter, but putting someone else in off the roster can shake things up. Exactly. It keeps everybody on their toes. It keeps some people, it just keeps some people just thrown off guard. You got to catch them off guard. But the other part that I'm looking at is the fact that it's competition. It keeps everybody hungry. Everybody. All right, Tammy, be safe. Thank you for coming. But I'm telling you, I love the sound of that. Keep them guessing. And watch this. But not only keep them guessing, you want to also keep your folks guessing too. You better tell. I mean, listen, you want to be able to send that message that you better be looking over your shoulder because somebody there to take your spot. And you better play like you want to be there. Work hard or go home. Go hard or go home. It's just that simple. Not being mean, not being ugly, that's how that's going. Yeah. And Coach DeBoer said something about that. I believe Crimson, he did. And he said that he's the energy. And he said that he expected that from Tim. And when Keenan came up and spoke to him and everything, it was straight positive. It was straight positive. See, that's what leaders do. That's what leaders do. But here's the catch. I found out today in that players only meeting, it wasn't just players only. And it was said, I'm going to just say it, it was said, and they didn't say what was said, but it was also declared that Coach DeBoer really went in on them in that players only meeting. He told them what the business was. So it's time. Yeah, you can't, and guess what? And they didn't tiptoe with, who was it? ULM. They didn't tiptoe with them. They didn't pussyfoot around with them. They came with they played with a purpose. They played with some passion. They played with some energy. I'm talking about some high energy. Now, there were still some places, like we said this morning, y'all. There were still some places, especially on defense. There were still some cases where we still got to shore that up some, because we still hadn't gotten any sacks yet. But like Bobby Sprinkle said on his show today, I said, I'm looking for at least 3. Bobby said, what about 5? Sounds good to me. I ain't finna argue with the man. 5 will do me fine. Yeah, me too. Bobby Sprinkle, it's time to pull a rabbit out the hat. That's my line, Bobby. You can have it, bro. That's right, though. It's time to pull a rabbit out the hat. Icebox, let me tell you something. I don't want to see another hog for a long time. Bruh, Dewberry can come and get them all if he want to. He can come and get them all. Wait a minute. I got to go back to something that Susan said. Right here. I heard he crashed the meeting and let them know what was on his mind, and he did. That's what was insinuated today on a couple of shorts that I was listening to. They crashed that meeting and went in. He went in. Yeah. Jones, they talked about someone, and I forgot who said it, but even Deontay played at a much faster pace, because here you go. Remember, Piano Man told y'all something a little while ago, that when you get hurt sometimes your injury came because you were not playing at a full speed. You were playing half-heartedly. And bam, somebody got you, and when you should have been having that full motor. But it escapes me who it was that said something about it. But check this out. But it said that Deontay was really at a higher motor, at a higher pace, of getting in there this past Saturday than he was the first Saturday. He was not playing. Watch this. He was not playing to keep from getting hurt. That's what the sentence that they use. That's the phrase that they use. Is that he played not to get hurt on Saturday, but this past Saturday he was good. He let it all out, and he's gonna have to continue to do that. I'm like Bobby Sprinkle. It's time to pull a rabbit out the hat. From the defensive standpoint, it's time for some sacks. It's time for some sacks. It's time for some sacks. Now, I'm gonna say this on a Monday, and I'm gonna hold by it. So today, you'll hear me say it. It will not surprise me. I'm not gonna say it'll be 73-0. I will not say that. But it will not surprise me if Bama runs to score up again. It won't surprise me. When you get that taste like that, there's a mentality that you have. And then you're going to be wanting that because you're not, you know what? Where's Stephen Hicks? What's the name of that crew? Stephen Over. Him and OG Gill is called what? No Mercy. Susan, what's the name of that crew you got? Don't give a piss. Excuse my language. But that's what you've got to do when you out there on that football field. You're not out there to make friends. You're out there to win a game. And I'm telling you, they come out there with no mercy. And I'm telling you, and get some sacks on that quarterback. God help. God help. We just made Icebox see him make that quarterback do some stuff he don't want to do, and we just might get a pick six. That's what I'm waiting on. That's what I'm waiting on. Firing them all up. That's right, Jones. That's what I want to see. Firing them all up. Well, yeah, okay. Hey, Judy. Judy, did I see you on? Seemed like I saw you on a social media venue somewhere, and you were telling somebody off, telling them they need to get behind the tide and stop putting them down. See, I saw Judy Walker somewhere. It's the one. It's the only. It's the man himself. It's B Sharp. What's up, B Sharp? What it is, bro? Yeah. But actually, we had one sec. Yeah, we do. But we need more. We need to really collapse that pocket. We need to make that pocket collapse. And I'm talking about make that bad boy fall down like a deck of cards. Because I'm telling you now, when you get that one sack, I'm talking about that sack to make them just get on in there and make them up that ball. The more you do that, the more that's going to become commonplace. That's right, sharpshooter. Bama ball. Come back to it, man. We don't care about hurting your feelings. Man, sharpshooter, that's why 6 o'clock, right, bro? I'll put this in the chat. Because that's where we going as soon as we leave him. We going to flood B Sharp out tonight. That's right. Yep, 6 o'clock. Be there, be square. So you got listen, if you ain't got your supper cooked, I advise you get the cooking. And let me know when you're done, because I'm hungry. Anyway, what's up, Austin Allen? What's up with you? Good to see you. But I'm telling y'all, we need more of that, though, Judy. We really do. We need some more. I got some lemon pepper chicken getting baked for me. That's what I want. Nick, hey, Bama Nick, some lemon pepper chicken and some collard greens. That's what I'm eating this evening. Oh yeah, baked lemon pepper chicken. I didn't want it fried. I'm eating it baked. That's for OG Gill. Yeah. So I'm just saying. Yes, sir, Austin Allen. And collars, bro. That's all I know with a little jalapeno pepper in it. Yeah, okay, Judy. I thought that was you. I thought it was you. Good job. Well said. That's right. Come on, Austin Allen. You better talk about it with that fat back. Uh-huh. Come on with it. You got a steak the size of a hubcap. I ain't finna get on food right now. No. I gotta stay with the tire right now. But I got you, Keith. But I'm telling y'all now, that's what has to happen. What? Okay, good job. I hear you. That's That's good eating, Bama ball 9. That's good eating. Yeah. And see, and this is the other thing. It's time for the other ones. Brooks, I tell you now. Oh, let me go back to that competition thing right quick. The competition thing, you remember Grubb said it's 100% competition, right? The competition is going to make everybody play better. It's going to make everybody play better. Iron does indeed sharpen iron. Brooks is going to make Ryan Williams play better. It's a mind thing, y'all, because they're trying to win the game. They're trying to get the best out of all of the players. Because sometimes it's just not a person's night. But if you bring in someone off the bench, it just might be their time. But it's all for the better of the team. Come on now. It's all for the better of the team. That's all I'm saying. Please, it's for the better of the team. So don't get upset if another player is having a good time, having a good night, and your favorite player is not. That don't mean he's taking his spot. It just means he's just hot right now. Exactly. It builds chemistry. Yeah, man. I hear you, Bama Nick. Yes, sir. Yeah, but yeah, Bama Nick, we working that out for you though, brother. I already spoke to the folks in charge of what they need to be in charge of. They said just let them know. For me, just to let them know, and we are on our way. We're gonna do that for you in Bama Catholic. What you asked me about. We're gonna make it happen, brother. We're gonna make it, and we're gonna have a feast, man. We're gonna have a feast. Yeah. AG Bama boy, roll tide. He was, and Brailsford too. They all three were. But when you get them into the privacy of the coaches, they felt like that they were not. They felt like that they were not. They didn't give it all that they had. So this past week, well, last week rather, they in that first game they felt like they didn't do as well as they needed to do, and it was evident that they didn't. Last week they did a better job, gave better effort and everything. This week they're trying to take it a little higher. They're amping the ante because they know that after Wisconsin it gets crucial. Now, I said I wasn't going to mention Georgia, but this is the only time I'm going to mention it from here until the time we play them. I'm not worried about Georgia. And see, this is where I fell out with some of the fans. Well, maybe the talk will stop after Georgia. No, it won't. How in the world are you worried about somebody that you've beaten them 9 out of the last 10 times? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. We've beaten, Bama has beaten Georgia 10 out of the last 10 times Bama has played them. Bama has beaten them 9 times. And you worried about Georgia. All the talk to stop with Georgia. That ain't, you know, I'm not worried about that. You shouldn't. If anything, it's going to be the other way around. Odds going to even eventually piano man. Not in this lifetime. Oh, I didn't say I was overlooking them. Never said that. Go back and check the record. I just said why am I worried about them? I don't like to get off into that Georgia thing. I don't like to get off into that Georgia thing because see, that's where differences of opinion, and I can respect that. But if you go back and you check the majority of the time, now Austin, you said odds going to even. How about the majority of the times Bama has played Georgia? Georgia has been favored to win. Talk about odds evening. The odds been even, bro. Bama evened up those odds, you know, Just saying now. That's why I'm not getting off into that, because if you go back and you listen, I'm gonna see if I can't find this guy, and I'm gonna let I let this one guy, and maybe I can find a couple of others. I'm gonna show you how the Georgia fans, some of them crash out every time after they play Alabama. I'm gonna show you some stuff, and you think some of us got it bad. You ain't seen nothing yet. But all I'm saying is complacency, almost, and the key word is almost. The key word is almost. Got a lag going here somewhere. The key word Okay, y'all. I don't know what's happening here. Can you hear me? Stand by. Can you hear me? I really don't know what's going on. I'm not sure. Let's see what has happened. There's my hand. Let me see. All right, let me go to settings. Let me go to camera. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what has happened. Let me see something for a minute. Okay, thank you. You can finally hear me, but I can't. I don't know what has happened to the camera. I'm not sure, but anyway, but anyway, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm just gonna keep talking. But anyway, I'm gonna try something. Be sharp. Get ready here. Let me see. Here we go. Let me try something here. There's the link in the chat. Be sharp. Can you give me, if you can, give me a call? But if somebody want to come on right quick, come on. Yeah, I can't see either, Kimberly. I don't know what has happened. I'm not sure. All right, there we go. Can you see me now? There we go. It's the man. It's the one and it's the only. Is this Mr. B Sharp?
He is I, and I am him.
What's up, bro?
Not much, man. What's going on with?
Man, I don't know what's going on with. I don't know if I done made somebody mad, if I done made somebody upset. I don't know what has happened, but all I know is I'm back.
Only thing I do know, it was an Auburn fan. I do know that.
Lord Jesus. Well, be sharp, man. I didn't get a chance to be with you the other night. I don't know if I told you, but brother, I went to a hog festival, and your big brother was out there at 63 years old trying to do the doggone thing.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know, but I paid for it today, be sharp, man. I'm more sore than somebody was out there on the football field.
It happens, man. It's all good, man. Yeah. I'm about to say, what up, everybody, man? Good to see everybody out here in the chat.
Well, brother, we waiting to get on. We waiting for you to come on here in about an hour, because, bruh, I know. We lost him. Oh no, we didn't. I lost the white. We waiting on you, bruh. I know you finna come with some fire stuff tonight. I'm just trying to listen. I'm just trying to break the ground.
Oh yeah, man. Of course, man. You already know. Me and guys coming on tonight, man, talking everything college football week 2, and then get ready for the preview show on Thursday. So yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about. What happened over this past weekend? I had time to go back and look at a lot of games. So yeah, man, definitely can't wait till 6 o'clock and see everybody there.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be on like folks, bro. And cause you know, I got Big Ten Tuesday tomorrow, and you know, Jacob gonna be on there. You know, he that Michigan man. And man,
shout out to Jacob.
Yeah, man. And Michigan kind of got their feelings hurt, but he was kind of expecting that to happen. But it was some little rumblings on their sideline, though.
Oh, you talking about with
Underwood?
yeah.
Yeah.
I about to say he'll learn down the line, man. Like you can't be doing all that, man.
Yeah, hey, look him. You ain't Tom Brady and Peyton Manning and all them guys yet.
You gotta earn your right to do a lot of stuff, man. You just can't just yell at guys or whatnot.
Yeah, you can't do that yet. No, sir. What's up,
If,
Nicole?
if you're not doing your part. I'm about to say guys ain't gonna want to hear all that. If
No,
you
you
ain't
could, hey, you been lost that locker room real early in your career. And the next thing you know, you end up transferring because ain't nobody gonna want to follow you. Because all you doing is taking a walk.
yeah. But he'll get it together, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's still young. I ain't even take it that serious. I was just like, man, it's just one of those moments. It's just a teachable moment. He'll be all right, though.
But you know what, though? But I kind of like his fire.
Oh, yeah.
He heading in the right direction. He heading in the right direction. Cause I kind of like that, and that's what leaders do. But sometimes you got to pick your times, though. Pick your times, and I don't think that was the time. But I don't know all the full story. They just, you know, and he, you know, they just showed that. But he's a good quarterback. He's got a good future ahead of him, and just don't get deterred by anything stupid. That's all I can say.
Yeah, man. Once he get his foot in, he'll be all right, man. I'm not even a little bit worried about him. I see the talent is there.
Yeah,
he gonna be a problem down the line, man. He just one of those learning experience, man. I gotta remember this kid is only 18 years old.
Exactly. Freshman. He gonna make some freshman mistakes, but from here on out, look for him to grow. Now I'm with you, B Sharp. Look for him to grow. So anyway, B Sharp. On another note, brother. I saw where those Washington Commanders did the doggone thing yesterday.
Oh man, you already know, man. I already told y'all, man. We got a quarterback now, man. We got the man, the future Super Bowl MVP, Jaden Daniels. He gonna lead us there, man. He gonna lead us to the promised land. He gonna lead us there.
So you know, so you sort of think you think y'all gonna beat Philly?
It's gonna be a tough one, man. Because you know, like Philly is one of our big rivals. Pretty much everybody in our division is our biggest rival. But growing up, man, I never really looked at Philly as a big rivalry. Maybe because I'm not up north with everybody. Because I always like Donovan McNabb, Brian Dawkins, Brian Westbrook, all those guys growing up. So I never, and then it doesn't help that they got all my Bama guys over there. It don't help that I'm like, damn, man, I can't hate them. I never hated Philly ever. So it's gonna be tough to get past those guys. So only time will tell.
You got it, man. That's gonna be a good one. But I thought about you, KB. It's a few of y'all like them. Excuse me, man. I know the Commanders. I'm still from the days of the Redskins. You see what I'm saying? And so, I still every so often I still call them the Redskins because I'm from the days when they had Larry Brown, Doug Williams, what's his name?
Dale Green,
and all them cats, man. They were something serious, man. They were something serious.
Oh, of course.
John Riggins, the Hogs up there on the front. And see, and shucks, man. I'm just saying. But the Redskins and the Commanders, or whatever you're going by, them cats are cold blooded. But it's gonna be hard for them to beat Philly. Philly still got it going on, man.
Oh, of course, yeah, man. I about to say they running that thing like a first class organization. So man, you can't hate on them.
Like some folks we know. They hating on Jalen Hurts and just hating on him. And but it is what it is. Just keep quietly doing your thing. But I'm just telling you, bro, it's all good. It's all good. But I thought about you and KB yesterday, and I know y'all was happy, glad.
Oh yeah, man. I forgot that KB is a fan. Just
Yeah,
until you said something. So yeah.
yeah. KB, it's a couple of. Let me see. KB, either somebody else, like them Commanders. It's a couple, But y'all gonna be good though. But what your defense looking like though?
Oh man, we look real good. We held New York to 6 points. I about to say that's pretty cool when you hold a NFL team below their average. Like that. They had chances to score in the end zone, but a lot of those they didn't convert. We of course the run Payne is in a contract year, and he already starting off the year great. So I always want to keep my Bama boys on the squad. So hopefully he keep balling out. He can
Yeah.
get that big payday at the end of the year. So yeah, man, it's all working out.
Well,
We got
my Steelers and the Jets, man, they were going head to head. That was a good one.
oh yeah.
That was a good one. I love my Steelers, man. But them in the Jets, I can't even be mad with them, man, because Justin Fields looked pretty good against them. And they were shooting it out, man. So it lets me know the Jets are on the right track.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all keep BSing around, man. Y'all can't play like that against other teams.
No. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. So anyway, but be sure, tell me, even though you're on the show and with mine, and I know we're going to talk about it here in the next little bit. Tell me what you thought of for what you saw this past Saturday.
For which game? Alabama.
Bama, yeah.
Yeah, man. For Bama, man, I loved everything about it, man. I love how Ty came out there. He seemed more relaxed. The offensive line came ready. They were more aggressive. But I like the 17 for 17 for the 4 touchdowns, man. And then I didn't know that was a new record for Alabama for completion.
Uh-huh.
I think it was in the first half or in a row. I can't remember what it was, but man, just seeing something like that, man, I'm happy for him because a lot of people trying to write him off, but he just keep going out there and just working, man. That's all you can ask for somebody like him, man. And
exactly. Yeah.
You just got to just block out the noise. This is why I kept telling people, man, it's time to move on. We got it out the first week. We don't like what we see. The first game, and shout out to Latoya for the word of the week, which was effort. And I think that just need to be the word of the year. Just keep going out there, just give effort. It don't need to be a weekly thing. It just need to be a yearly thing. Just go out there and give effort. Nobody's gonna talk bad about you when you're giving effort, but when you're giving lackluster effort, see what we get out there. But man, shout out to them boys, man. They answered the call. Even though Louisiana Monroe, we want to see them do it against bigger competition, but you got to give credit where credit is due. So definitely shout out to them boys, Coach Moore and the staff,
yeah,
and everybody around the organization at Alabama.
And you know what, B Sharp, when you put it that way, big bro, I'm on this wise with it, and here we go. It doesn't matter who, like I was explaining to someone on Twitter, X, whatever we're going by these days. Cupcakes or sweets, desserts are part of a buffet. It's part of it. This person made a statement and said, I don't want to just see cupcakes. I want to see the buffet. Well, the last I checked on a buffet, there are desserts on the buffet. It all is a part of the buffet. Whether you want the greens, the potatoes, the meat, the whatever, the sweets are still there. The desserts are still there. And my point is that ULM was a part of the schedule. So whether we beat them 73-0, 37-0, 7-0, 3-0, the point is they're on the schedule. We played them. That was the result. We did what we had to do. Enough said.
Yeah.
Quit downplaying it. Because, okay, I didn't hear nobody downplaying others when they played and put 70 and 60 and 70 points on the board.
Yep.
So why are you downplaying it when Bama does it? Stop doing that.
Well, man, when you the big dog, man, you already know how it is, man. Like one of my coworkers, man, he's a big time Florida fan. I kept telling him about South Florida. Oh nah, man, we gonna get him. We gonna get him. There. We ain't worried about him. That's y'all. That ain't our problem. I kept telling him the last 2 years, man. They're playing them. I'm telling you, you gotta eliminate them as fast as possible. And then,
hey, we know about South Florida, right, B Sharp?
We know about them very well.
We know about South Florida. We do. Bama knows about them. And South Florida, and don't look now, Bama fans, but guess what? South Florida and Bama straps it up again next year. But now quarterback will probably be gone. But trust me, if South Florida keeps on the trajectory that they on right now, South Florida gonna be hard to beat even next year.
If they keep their head coach, which I don't think they're gonna be able to do, because man, it's gonna be a lot of people knocking at his door.
You got it. Hey, Michelle, roll time. I'm gonna tell you this though, B Sharp, and I'm with you on that, brother, cause I'm looking for that brother any day now to make that announcement that he's gone elsewhere. He's too good of a coach. And he was Tennessee's offensive coordinator that year they beat Bama a couple of years ago. So, I mean, I'm just saying, man. But I told everybody, and I don't know if you heard me or not, I said, watch that South Florida game because, hey, South Florida playing with some purpose, and they pulling rabbits out the hat. They went up there in Gainesville and pulled a rabbit out the hat. Miami better not take them boys too lightly.
If I ain't mistaken, man, I had Florida. Well, I had them on upset alert. I gotta remember, did I actually pick them to get upset? I'm not sure on the last part, but I know I had them on upset alert. Because I know Coach Sean texted me and said Brinsky dominance when it happened. I was like, man, they're gonna listen to me one day, Coach Sean. I was like, I know what my eyes tell me. And I was like, thank God we don't play them this year. I was like, thank God.
Bruh. And I'm just telling you, man, it's South Florida, Miami. If that game is on any of those bundles that I have, I might be checking that game out because that's gonna kind of be a good one.
Oh yeah, man, it's gonna be a real good one.
Stapleton said he picked USF to beat Florida. I think he did.
Yeah.
But I'm like you though, B Sharp. I just said upset alert. And on the betting sheet, I didn't mess with that game. I didn't mess with it. I picked it. Huh?
I picked it on my betting sheet.
I didn't. I did. I didn't. That was one of them games, bro. I couldn't mess with that one. No, sir. I couldn't mess with it because that was one of those games that could have went either way, and it went the way I thought it was gonna go, But man, Billy Napier is under the gun because they go to LSU this weekend. So I know, like I said, we'll discuss all things this, last week and leading up. But what you think about that game, right? LSU Florida this weekend, B Sharp? Brinsky? Bama Nick said he had USF on his parlay. Yep. You told me you were going to do that, Bama Nick, when I talked to you the other day. You said you were going to. Yeah. B Sharp, you still there, bro?
Yeah, you can hear me. My bad.
No, I didn't hear you. Tell me what you think about LSU Florida this week.
It's gonna be another big game, man. That's why I said Florida. I know Florida about to finally go through that gauntlet. teams that they got to play, and South Florida was the appetizer. And so I think with that losing that South Florida game, like Billy Napier, like really, really, really on the hot seat right now. So he all right. Yeah, but it's gonna be a good game. Don't sleep on LSU and Florida at all. Both of them still a work in progress. I know Ladway is a good quarterback, but he's gonna have to show some more against these guys because they look like they have a defense. But that's just game one. They could be the same pedestrian defense that they've been the last couple of years. But Harold Perkins look like he's healthy and all that. So definitely watch out for that. I believe I don't know where college game day going to Georgia and Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah.
So that would have been possibly maybe they would have still. I think they already still had in mind they were going to Tennessee, Georgia anyway. But
yeah,
that's gonna be a big time game, and it's at night. So it's gonna be one hell of a game. We're gonna really find out how good Nussmeier is against those. I think Florida has some good cornerbacks. I like Kamani McLean over there. He looks real good. Sapp on the line, so we'll definitely see how everything goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead at early in the week. I'm gonna call LSU in that game. I believe LSU beat them. Florida's on the ropes now, but that's also one of those games, like you said, B-Sharp, it's gonna be a good game. And that's one of those games that could go either way. Because the last few years, that's been a game that has gone either way. But now Florida and LSU are playing earlier than they normally do, because that game used to be a little later in the season. But they bumped it up. So it might be a little interesting because you're still in week 3 and trying to work some things out. And so going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't want to give no early predictions just yet. I'm gonna wait till Thursday, see how everything filling out. Just seeing what players gonna be available, everybody healthy. Just giving just looking at the breakdown, because it's all about matchups. Some teams match up with each other differently. So we'll definitely see on that one.
Yeah, I'm very anxious to see that one. Georgia, Tennessee, obviously Bama, and Wisconsin. There's another one. Ole Miss, Arkansas is going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
That Ole Miss Arkansas game also it gives you one of those vibes where something crazy will happen at a pivotal time of the game, and it'll shift the complexion of the whole game. So that's who's playing earlier in the year. This go real. So it's pretty cool games on. Let me see. I think I got it right. It's either in this one or. Anyway, I ain't got time to go. Here we go. Florida, LSU, Tennessee, Georgia, Wisconsin, and then you got. I think that was about it right there. Because even in Lindy's, they gave that week. They're giving this week's college games basically a C. They're average games, but they're going to be important because, like I was telling the chat here earlier today, that this top 10 for the next few weeks is going to be a lot of shaking up. It's going to be a lot of shaking up.
Oh yeah, man, because everybody about to finally play somebody finally, and then it's going to be some real good games outside of that Florida and LSU and Georgia and Alabama. Not Georgia and Alabama, but Georgia and Tennessee. Got Vandy and South Carolina. Shout out to Bama Ball for putting that in the chat. I think it's a couple more good games, man. It's about to get crazy, man. we about to see how good some of these teams really are
Yeah,
against tougher competition. So all these guys putting up 70 some odd points and 60 some odd points against money teams. We're gonna see how you do against teams that you already know that have just as good players, if not better players.
right. And like I said earlier today, as far as this Alabama Wisconsin game goes, I told him, I said, I will not, and I told him, don't be surprised. Now we know every game is not going to be a 73-0 game. That ain't even realistic. If that's what some of these fans are thinking, they don't know ball. They don't understand the concept. You being delusional now, because these teams are going to play us tougher. They're going to play us tough. But when a team sometimes gets into a rhythm and they can't be stopped, I told them just a few minutes ago, don't be surprised if Alabama runs the score up again. Just to, it depends on how the rhythm of a game goes, how far they've gotten their foot on the neck, and keeping that rhythm going and keeping that pedal to the metal and everything. So we'll see. But I'm not looking for no 73-0 blowout, because this is going to be something a little different. Because I was reading their stats this morning. The quarterback, B Sharp, has already thrown for 403 yards. They have a running back, Dylan Jones, rather. He's rushed for 109 yards. Receiving is Benny Anthony II, 107 yards. And then Christian Allegro has 11 tackles. And a guy named Preston Zachary has 2 interceptions. But here's the catch. Danny O'Neal, the quarterback, I told you, he's already thrown for 403 yards. But in 2 games, he's thrown 2 interceptions. 2 games, 2 interceptions, and has been sacked 3 times. So it's going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah, man. That's what I said. It's getting to that time of the year where, now I said, week 1 they came out with a bang, but week 2 it's about to get crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely wait to see.
It's going to be something to see, brother. It's going to be something to see. And I love it. I love it, bro. I love it. I do. I love it. So, be sharp, man. I'm looking forward to chopping it up with you and the brothers, cause man, it get crazy over around your house.
Oh yeah, man. You know how I go, man. And that's why I said, but the chat make it that way.
It get crazy around your house. Look him. Your house kind of rubbing off on mine, cause it get crazy over here at my house sometime early in the morning.
Hey man, that's how it's supposed to be.
But I love it. Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be, man. Everybody acting a fool during this time of the year.
Yeah. You see what Double A said? I don't know if you Double A said KD is different from Coach Saban in her opinion. Coach KD will run the score up. I think so too. That's that West Coast thing. I don't know if y'all remember or not, but when he was at Washington, when Coach DeBoer was still at Washington, and the last time that he as head coach and they played USC and beat them so bad to Caleb Williams went and jumped in his mama arms, man.
Yeah.
Crying that, man, because they beat up on him. So DeBoer is known to run that score up. So, but I'm just looking for it to be a competitive game. But I'm looking for like what you said, effort. But the word of the week over here, B Sharp, is consistency. We want some consistency. We want to see.
I like that.
That's the word of the week over here at the long run. Consistency. Every week we have a new word. Regulate. We have regulate. We have I forgot dominate last week, but consistency this week. Consistency this week. So we coming up with a new word every week that for whom we play. For the bye week, get focused. I'm gonna tell you now.
But yeah, I like that. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for the show over here. Can't wait to see everybody come over. And make sure y'all bring y'all opinions too, man. I love to hear it, whether we agree or disagree. I love to hear it. So definitely can't wait to see y'all. And she said effort was last week. Yep,
Yeah,
Latoya.
effort, my bad. Effort.
Yeah, we said yeah, we definitely gave you a shout out. Well, I know I've been giving you a shout out since I heard it. So
I
definitely
appreciate
shout out
it.
to you, Latoya. But y'all definitely come over at 6 o'clock on the show and let's get ready to rumble. We talking everything last week.
And listen, and I'm gonna say this in the company while B Sharp is here. When you first get to his channel, please hit the like button from the word go. When you first get there, hit that like button. Put forth some effort and hit that like button.
Hey, I appreciate it. And tell a friend to tell a friend. Come on over, man. Give y'all opinion, man. We friendly over here, man.
Yeah, bring you something to drink while you're at it, Dell. Eat, you
just be respectful.
Hurt. Hit you something to drink, but hit that like button. Put forth some effort. Let's hit that like button, cause we gonna have some consistency in this thing. And I told you I want to flood B Sharp out tonight. I want that chat loaded, man. I want it so loaded, and I want it flowing, cause that he can't even keep up with it.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see y'all in a minute.
Yeah, all right, brother. Be sharp, everybody, and we're gonna be over there as soon as we get off of here. Be sharp. Yes, sir. That's my brother there. Be sharp. That Sharpshooter Sports Talk. That's what's about to happen. We finna take this thing to another level. But Anitra, that's a good idea. Okay. Regulate, effort, consistency. We need to write these things down. Latoya, Linda P has arrived, y'all. Look who is in the house. Linda P. What it do? What the business is, Linda P? You know. What's up, Linda P? That's the lady right there. Yes, ma'am. How's it going? I hope you had a great day, Linda P. Yeah, roll tide. But man, y'all, I'm excited about what. Yeah. Here we go. Let me see. Here we go. Now, something else I wanted to read. And we're talking about the competition, right? We're talking about the competition. I just reading some things out of let's see if this is gonna pull up. Now check this out. Linda P, did you have Brian Denny, Saban Field crunk up over there? Now, Linda P, now tell the truth now. Were you guilty of lighting the place up? I had my section crunk. Okay, that's all I wanted to know, Linda P. Did you have your section crunk up? Because the Linda P, I know it was all the way live over there. Yes, ma'am. That's all I wanted to know. Were you guilty of having your section crunk up over there? Because it sounded to me like everybody was having a good time and they were making it happen. So we're gonna need, But here's another article I wanted to read to you right quick. Let me see how long is the article. I don't think it's too long. Yeah. Wyatt Fulton once again. He made the statement that said the Crimson Tide held a players-only meeting. Susan, here we go. I hear you, Nicole. What's up, Nicole? What the business is? Linda said she was dressed in her Bama gear from head to toe. Piano Man, we went to the game Saturday and took my son. Cool. He finally got to meet Ryan Williams. Yeah, and of course, he's seen Noah Carter, and he met the Mats. Come on. And Bernard's parents. All right. Those boys look good. Oh, yeah. Roll Tide. Good job. Good job. That's right. Raise them right, Nicole. You know. Yeah, he will never forget that. He will never forget it. He'll never forget. I salute you, Mom. I salute you. Linda P., you know I salute you. They need to keep that same energy the rest of the season. That's it. But you know what, though? All I worry about is one game at a time. Let's start it Saturday. Saturday. Let's keep it up for Saturday. I want them to let's some consistency. That's the word of the week. Consistency. So regulate, effort, consistency. I'm just saying, and we need to continue to build on those words. And I wish that it was some way that we could use that as a thing of motivation, even just to get it to the team, to let them know that there are some people out here that genuinely, and I mean genuinely, love the Alabama Crimson Tide, and we just want to show you love and show you that we got your back, man. We got your back. Okay? We got your back. Now, domination, that's going to be at another game, Keith. Hold that word. But this week is consistency. This week is consistency. We've had regulate. We've had effort. And now we're on consistency. Just hold up on that. Just hold up on that one, Keith. We got that. We got that. Dominate is coming. Trust me, it's coming. It's coming sooner than you think. It's coming sooner than you think. So, you know what? Hold up here. Oh, here we go. There, I got to write that down. Effort. No, excuse me. Regulate. Effort. Consistency. I got it rolled down. See, Stuff Barbie, what's up? Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Yeah, come on up in the house. But let me read something to you right quick. The Crimson Tide held a players-only meeting on Sunday after Alabama fell to Florida State 31-17 in week one of the season. Now check this out. Players only meeting are not uncommon, especially after a loss. It can help players air out grievances, allow the leaders on the team to step up as leaders, and allow for the team to refocus and prevent a losing streak from starting. Alabama wide receiver Jerm Bernard, one of the few bright spots in the 31-17 loss, said on Tuesday, now this is last week now, said on Tuesday, there was a lot of energy as Alabama prepared for ULM on Saturday. However, the energy didn't come from the players during the meeting. Alabama had an infiltrator who wasn't a player. Watch this. And Susan, here we go. Coach DeBoer was actually in there. And he had his 2 cents to say, even though it was a players-only meeting. Alabama left tackle Caden Proctor said after the game. But he had to get some stuff off our chest. He just brought that energy. You have to sustain that energy. And we took it in because you can't be flat. You can't be flat or you're going to lose. It definitely helped when the Coach DeBoer came in there and brought that energy, no doubt. We carried that over as a team. All of the questions were answered, if only for a week. In Alabama's dismantling of ULM on Saturday night, Kalen DeBoer told Jordan Rogers of the SEC Network that the Tide would play new faces in the game against ULM, and Proctor was excited to see new faces get some reps in the Crimson Tide win. We played fast, and I'm just really proud of everybody that got in there, Proctor said. I mean, that's a big thing. I like seeing the young guys out there. Like, forget what I did. I want to see Jackson Lloyd get out there, Michael Carroll out there, Joe Ayanada out there. Guys that don't get many opportunities. They took advantage of it for sure. Again, that comes from Wyatt Fulton. That's coming from the Tide 100.9. I'm telling you all, it's a method to the madness. But Ryan Grubb said it earlier, and I read it to you. It's still a competition in some of these places, in some of these areas. It's still a competition. Okay? So don't get mad with the coach. They're trying to do some things because they're going for the win. I have a feeling, and I'm going to say it one more time, everybody. I have a feeling that if Bama comes with that same energy that Linda P was talking about, and what Nicole was talking about, and what others who went to the game talking about, if Bama comes with that same energy Saturday, don't be surprised if another blowout happens. It might not be 73-0, but it's going to be kind of out there that Wisconsin won't be in the game. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. I'm just saying now. It bring again, Jeff, and that's what Keith was saying too. That's what Susan was saying. Competition brings out the best in the team. It brings out the best in a team. It brings out the best, and it brings forth depth. Because I'm telling you, when you get the being able to interchange, that just means, and I forgot who said it, that it throws you off. It keeps your opponent off. You might be preparing for one person, but they may start somebody else because they may fit better for that week scheme. Each week brings on a different scheme. They're not running the same thing all the time because no two teams are alike. And it keeps everybody hungry. They're hungry. It keeps everybody hungry. And here's the catch. Ryan Williams is going to play better because LaSierre Brooks is playing good too. That's called competition, and it's a friendly thing. It ain't a competitive thing where somebody trying to beat each other out. No. Because both those guys can ball out. But they're also, Coach DeBoer said it today, and maybe I'll find that interview and I'll get it to the White as soon as possible, where he talks about they're interchanging, especially with Germ, and with Ryan Williams. He talks about that. He talks about why Ryan was on the inside. He sort of talks about it. These are things that they're trying out. They're trying some things out. That's called versatility. So I'm just saying, y'all, just get ready. Get ready. Oh, Latoya, hold up. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. Wait a minute. See, I'm just one of these type hosts, and when I'm doing something like this, I want to keep y'all in the know. I want to keep you in the know. No. Come on now. Where did I just see it? I just saw it. I hope I didn't erase it. Hold up. I thought I had it on here. Something else. You brought up something. Come on now. 'Cause I didn't think I erased it. I must have erased it. I must have. Okay, I can find it right here. I must have put it somewhere and I can't find it. Here you go. Here it is. Latoya, you're gonna like this. Kane Womack. Okay, and for those of us that still kind of iffy about the defense there, Kane Womack still not pleased with execution after the 73-0 win. Alabama's defensive coordinator Kane Womack said the Tide defense took a step in the right direction after Alabama shut out the ULM Warhawks in a 73-0 victory on Saturday night. However, the Crimson Tide's defensive coordinator still saw several areas where the defense needed to improve as the season goes along. I thought this past week, the emphasis that we made with the effort and the physicality that we needed to play, relying back on what we call Bama fundamentals, which is effort and finish, hard shoulder tackling, playing with violent hands, and creative takeaways, we took a step in the right direction, Womack said. I still think our execution is not good enough. It's still not good enough. We've got to continue. There's that consistency again. We've got to continue to work and push there. We put some things on tape that we're going to have to answer for as the season goes on and continues. We need to stay uncomfortable as a defense. This is my job to make sure that we do that. I think our coaches have coached with a great edge. I think our players are playing with a great edge from the standpoint of the way that they prepared this past week, and it showed up on Saturday. But good teams improve, and you do that by moving and operating with purpose. I think we need to continue to do that. Looking forward to a good opponent in Wisconsin, a team that we played last year. They look very different on offense in terms of some of the things they were doing schematically. Some of the personnel is the same. It says a number of guys are different, including the quarterback position. So looking forward to squaring off with them on Saturday. But we've got to have a great week of preparation, and we need to make sure that we keep the focus on our players' ability to maximize that opportunity on Saturday. It always builds to Saturday, and we need to make sure we have a great week for that. Okay, so for those of us that still, there it is right there. They're still having some talk about, some apprehensions about the defense. You heard it from the man himself. Again, this comes from the Tide 100.9, Wyatt Fulton in the newsroom from today's presser. Kane Womack is not satisfied. He's not satisfied. Yep. Just saying. So to hear that, that's good news for me. And I'm just looking for the results. I'm so like Judy was saying, technically we do have a sack, but we need more of them. So like Bobby Sprinkle said in his show today, which I want everybody, if you didn't make it there today, I think he's going to be on tomorrow at 2:00. Piano Man will be there supporting my friend and my brother, Bobby Sprinkle. I told him today, I said, how about 3 sacks? He said, how about 5? I ain't fitting to argue with the man. He said 5, let's give him 5. And can I say this? And then Bobby Sprinkle, can I say this? And in the 5, let's do some. Let's get an interception. Let's get a pick 6 along the way. Can you live with that? Let's give a pick 6 along the way. Let's make it happen. let's get a pick six along the way. So after today, one of the things I'm going to do, I wanted to share articles, because after today, I'm really gonna open up the phone line and I'm gonna let y'all have y'all say. I'm gonna let you have it, and everything, because you can live with that, Bobby. I can live with it too. How about 5 sacks and a pick six in that pick six somewhere? I want to see our D line pressure this guy, really pressure him. I want to see, as Governor JB 718 said this morning, I want to see the pocket collapse. I want to see that bad boy collapse. I want to see him when he goes down, he fold like a lawn chair at a family reunion. I'm telling you now, that's what I want to see. And to hear the defensive coordinator say, yeah, we shut him out 73-0, but the execution. And you remember that's what Piano Man was saying. KT kind of said, talked about it this morning. Governor JB talked about it this morning. Bino said something about it this morning. Implode. Yes, we want an implosion on their part. I want to see them just like, listen. Stephen Hicks said it earlier. Make them quit. Make them quit. Throw in the towel. Make them quit. This time, do it on Wisconsin. Show them Big Tenors that this is not, this is SEC land. This is SEC territory. And we ain't finna play with you down here. Yeah, me too. I believe Crimson, Nakai Hill Green is a beast. QB Reese, a beast. We've got good players. We've got good players. James Smith. Let me check this out. Since we're talking about defense. LT Overton, Jordan Renault, Keon Keeley. See, that's where this competition comes in. That's all. On offense, now I told you, Ryan Grubb said quarterback, right tackle, and somebody else, another position, competition. 100% competition. Now, that's what that, and if I will go back and read it again in the morning, even though it's Big Ten Tuesday, but I will read that part again tomorrow to remind us that the competition is not over. That's the standard. That's the standard. Yep. Du Bois said the same thing. Yes, that's the standard, y'all. I'm telling y'all, people are saying he took away the standard of Nick Saban. No, he didn't. They're still implementing it. It's just now coming out a lot more verbal now. So they're putting it out there. I kind of read the handwriting on the wall. Me too, I bleed crimson. But I'm gonna tell you what's happening there. I'm gonna tell you what's happening there with let me see. Richard Young. I'm gonna tell you what's about to happen. Richard, Jam, Riley. Those three. Well, you know what? The way things are going, Richard, Jam, Riley, Daniel Hill. Those four. Here's how I envision it. I could be wrong, but let's just say, for instance, Saturday, depending upon how we on offense, how Coach Grubb attacks Wisconsin's defense, depending on the push of the O-line, depending upon the combination of the O-line personnel. You know, because remember the word rotate. They're rotating them out. No two players are going to make that same push. Okay? Yeah, keep them fresh. Wear out the deep. Exactly. Exactly, Jeff. See, that's what I'm getting at. So either what happens is that what do you do? How would you combat that? Sometimes when you rotate the lineman, sometimes you can rotate your running backs since you're that deep, depending upon your scheme, what you're trying to do. Okay. So just say, for instance, you got Jam coming in. He plays like two, depending upon how it goes. Then you bring in Richard. Then you bring in, and as you bring in your line, you might bring in another back to offer another look and another feel of things. It keeps the defense off balance. And just saying now, that's just kind of how I see it. That's just how I see it. Yeah, ULM went down the field too far. Yeah. They did. On a couple of and that's what that execution is about. But I'm just telling you now, I think you're going to see a different type of energy come Saturday. I think it's going to be a different energy. And I think it's going to escalate. I think you're beginning to see that it jump started from game 1 to game 2. And I think a different energy, and I don't think it's going to be a energy of being lulled to sleep or getting lazy because because the game starts at 11. I don't give a hoot if the game started at midnight. You got to come to play. What's up, Stacy? Go Dogs. Stacy, you just, you know what? What's up, Stacy? Yeah, they got there, but they didn't finish. But I understand what Judy's saying, though. See, and that's where that execution comes in. That's where the execution that Womack is talking about. We got the, and I know exactly what play she's talking about, and that's the play. Thankfully, if you're thinking about the same play, that's the play that got called back. Bama escaped with that one. We escaped with that play, y'all. We escaped with that one. That call just so happened to go our way right there. I'm just saying. That call just so happened to go Bama's way right there. So Judy, you're right. I'm with you on that one. Those are the things that Womack said that he's not pleased with. But you can't do that against a higher quality team. That's where that consistency comes in. That's where that consistency come in. I'm just saying. That's where the consistency comes in. So with that being said, we must, in that area, that's what was Judy saying right there, folks, is it has some weight to it. This is where we must not only pressure the quarterback, but we've got to bring him down. I'm telling you now, make him fold. I told you, fold like a lawn chair at the family reunion. Fold up. Make him fold up. Implode. You starting to waver? Well, Stacey, we'll do that to you, but don't. Stacey. I'm not going to allow you to waver. I want you to stay with them dogs, because I'm used to you calling you Stacy Go Dogs. You won't sound right going somewhere else, so you need to be faithful. I want you to be faithful to your team. It's just like you in a marriage. Be faithful. I fool around, start. Look at him. Look at Stacy. Fool around, start flipping out if you want to. You gonna get caught up. That's all. Talking about you starting to waver. Don't you be wavering. DSGB and King Brian, they'll never forgive you. Here now. Been coming all these chats. You stuck over him. I got you. You my dog. You my dog. You and DSG, and a couple other y'all Georgia fans, y'all all right with me. So don't leave me out the cut. That's it. All right, y'all. Piano Man got to get ready to get out of here because I got to go over and be with my brother B Sharp. Yeah. We're going to turn Stacy Go Dog to a Bama girl. I don't know. You'll never waver with them dogs. I don't know. I'm going to tell you like this, Stacy. You got Bama fatigue. Keep hanging around, and we going to soothe your pain. We going to soothe your pain. Yeah, boy. I'm going to tell you. But Stacy, you, King Brian, DSGB84, his dad, Mr. P, y'all, a couple of others, y'all some Georgia fans I can get down with. I can come to y'all's tailgate and I feel comfortable. All right. But listen, everybody, that's the show for today. Let's take it over to Sharpshooter Sports Talk. Let's go over there. I need everybody. And when you hit that hit Sharpshooter B Sharp's channel, please hit the like button. But before I go, I want to thank everybody for coming. I got to get to my Jeopardy on at 7. I got you. And don't forget, also we got Monday Night Football tonight. So tonight is going to be a good night. But also after B Sharp, we got Ice Boxes on tonight. Him and Spencer. All that. Man, it's going to be a great night. Thank you, Judy, for coming. I thank everybody for coming. 50-some of y'all in the chat. Thank you. But to the listeners, lookers, and lurkers, if you've never subscribed to the Long Run with Piano Man, come on and hang out with us. Okay? Come on, subscribe to us. And trust me, not only me, Bobby Sprinkle has an awesome show. And he did a great job today. He said, come talk about he hadn't done it in a while. I couldn't tell. So anyway, man, thank you, J. Cole. God bless you. May our Lord Jesus Christ be with you as well. But let's go over to B Sharp and let's make it happen. All right. So until the next time, forget them trees, them hedges, and everything else that comes against you. And remember, in the words of my pastor, Bishop Kenneth Preston, stay focused, strive, and go forward in the name of Christ. And remember this, you can do all things through Christ to give you strength. All right. So with that being said, I'll be back here tomorrow for Big Ten Tuesday in the morning, 8 o'clock. All right. So let's head on over and let's hang out with B Sharp. Piano Man is out. Roll Tide, everybody, and have a good evening.